for Nashville starts now with this breaking news alert.
Welcome to WSMV 4 at 10. I'm Marius Payton.
And I'm Tracy Cornett. Breaking news tonight, the man accused of shooting and killing a gas station clerk in Smyrna has been arrested. He is 31-year-old Keanthony Williams, arrested today in Davidson County. Now, he's accused of pointing a handgun at the store's clerk, Nick Patterson, and demanding money before shooting him and leaving. Williams now faces first-degree murder and attempted aggravated robbery charges for Patterson's death. Now, earlier today, we talked to customers at that store as they remembered Patterson's life. Very moving words there. We're going to have more on that in just a few minutes.
But first, more breaking news, this time out of Franklin County, where both teachers and school bus drivers in Franklin County School District are getting pay raises, ending the county's bus driver strike. We're told the county commission has approved a new budget, giving the school bus drivers a $10,000 raise. Right now, we don't know the details of the teachers' raise. Earlier today, we talked with drivers who were on strike. They say they need to be able to provide for their families.
Cost of living goes up. I mean, we're just trying to work hard and provide for our families.
And we're still learning the details from tonight's meeting, so stay with us at WSMV.com as we learn more.
Well, here in Nashville, we are into the third week of school, but a couple of dozen MNPS employees still have not received any paychecks for their work so far this year. There have been pay delays for new teachers, with about 30 yet to receive their first check. WSMV's Danielle Jackson working on that story and here with us tonight. Danielle, you talked to one of those teachers.
That's right, Tracy, I did. The teacher I spoke with says it's frustrating to know their paychecks were delayed nearly a month.
I was expecting a check that first Friday that the kids were in and was told no. And I'm like, well, no, that's not going to work.
Working with no pay, that's what one Metro teacher went through the first few weeks of the school year. She did not want to show her identity, but she shared her experience with us.
But that was another thing. Oh, well, we'll just pay you retroactively. I'm like, when are you going to pay me? I have to pay my mortgage. I have to pay my car note. I have to pay. I'm like, with no date of saying when this is going to happen, I was like, no, that's not acceptable.
For this more than decade-long educator, she says her frustration was really rooted in the lack of communication and accountability from the district.
I feel sorry for these young teachers that are coming in and having moved here and they have rent to pay and they're like, oh yeah, maybe we'll get you a check sooner or later.
MNPS says they deeply regret the delays in payment for teachers and staff. The district has about 11,000 employees, with the issue affecting more than 200 who were just hired or transferred. 29 still have not been paid. The district says those employees will receive their checks by Friday.
I don't know why they didn't staff for that, because basically manpower, I think, is the thing.
The school district sent us a statement that reads in part, Human Resources worked this weekend to contact those individuals and or their building administrators to notify them of any issues and collect the necessary documents to complete the onboarding process for a payroll that will run this Thursday so checks can be delivered to schools on Friday.
They wonder why there's a teacher shortage, and I hear that all the time on whatever social media. There's not a teacher shortage, it's just that teachers are tired of not being paid for what they're worth, and the job we do is not just a glorified babysitter.
Now, that teacher shared with me she did get paid last week. She says her school's principal and the bookkeeper were helpful throughout this entire process. The district wants anyone who hasn't received a paycheck to contact their administrators. Tracy.
Danielle Jackson tonight, thank you so much. Tonight, we are learning more about the victim in this week's deadly shooting at a Smyrna gas station. This is Nick Patterson. He worked at the store for 9 years, and Tuesday morning, Patterson was working his usual night shift when he was shot and killed in an attempted robbery. Frequent customers came to the store today to drop off flowers in his memory. They say Patterson always left a smile on their faces, and they can't believe something like this could happen.
Be more like Nick. Be more like Nick. Be be kind and help people out. We need more people like that in this world. My father was in the hospital, and we just found out he had cancer, and he actually didn't even let me pay for my stuff. He actually paid for my stuff for me, which helped me out a ton.
The shooting suspect, Anthony Williams, this man has been caught. Again, as we reported here at the top of the newscast, police tell us, though, there is still an active investigation going on, and they try and work out exactly what happened there. So stay with us on air and online as we learn more.
Meanwhile, police are on the hunt for a Nashville man caught on surveillance video robbing 6 different local stores and banks. New tonight, the suspect has been identified as 43-year-old Robert Durham. Police say he robbed 3 banks, a clothing store, a Dunkin' Donuts, and a Boost Mobile. We talked with the clerk at the Boost Mobile who showed us the moment she was robbed.
I don't want to hurt you. I'm broken, I'm homeless. I need all the money out the register.
A few seconds after that, Durham ran off with hundreds of dollars. The clerk who asked for her face not to be shown tells us incidents like this leave her scared to go to work.
Yeah, I was just like in shock. I wasn't expecting that. So I was just afraid, just hoping that he doesn't come back here. I'm just hoping that.
Developing tonight, Metro Police say they're following strong leads as they search for the suspect from a deadly shooting this morning. 25-year-old Kendrick Frazier was shot at a North Nashville gas station before driving himself to the hospital where he died. We talked to the clerk there at that gas station's convenience store, watched the whole thing happen. He says he thinks it was robbery gone wrong. Now he's worried for his safety and brings a gun to work with him every day, he says. This is the 3rd shooting at his job since he started just 6 months ago.
Every day I work here, I worry for my safety. Something got to give. Because I don't know what's going on in Nashville, but something got to give.
If you have any information about the shooting suspect, please call Crime Stoppers.
New from Clarksville, traffic is back open tonight after a pedestrian was hit by a car. It happened on Preachers Mill Road near the intersection with Millstone Circle. This video from Dash 10 Media shows the aftermath of that crash. Right now, we don't know the victim's current condition, but we're working to learn more.
New developments today from Coffee County, where another teenager is being charged for new threats against the school district. School officials there say a Coffee County Central High School student overheard another one making a threat against the school. The suspect later said they were just making a joke, but they are still being criminally charged. Threats like this have been a major problem for the school district just this week. Last week, a 15-year-old student was arrested after texting that he was going to bring an AK-47 to school and, quote, shoot it up. There was also a bomb threat made toward Tullahoma High School and threats aimed at the Coffee County-Tullahoma rivalry football game. We have more information on the developing situation on our website right now, WSMV.com.
Tonight, running water is back for most of Ashland City. A scare today with the city's water supply. There was a chemical issue at the town's water treatment plant this morning, leaving the city without any drinkable water for much of the day. But tonight, the tanks have been refilled and the water has been restored to most areas.
Okay, sigh of relief in that community for sure. I know we've got a little rain headed our way. It's time now to take a look at our weather.
Yeah, meteorologist Dan Thomas, it feels amazing outside. Will the weather stay nice though?
It is going to stay nice right through tomorrow, Marius. In fact, look at wake-up temperatures tomorrow if you're up with the sun. Upper 50s, low 60s, 62 in Nashville, 58 Centerville, 59 Parsons, 57 Cookeville, and look at McMinnville, 56 tomorrow morning. That's going to feel strange. So for the drive to work, I don't think you'll need that AC if you go early in the morning. 62 at 6, again 68 around 8. You just put down the windows and let that nice fall feeling air come into the car and just to cool you off nicely. Hey, if you want to take a walk during the day tomorrow, of course, the morning is going to be the most comfy time, 78 at 10. Once we get into the afternoon, the sun's going to heat things up. I think Nashville gets up around 90 once again, so mostly sunny and very warm. We have our first Vols game tomorrow night, opening a day for the season for the football team there. Ball State in Knoxville, 6 o'clock our time, 7 o'clock Eastern time. And you can see temperatures in the middle 80s, falling back to the middle 70s by 9 o'clock. No problems weather-wise getting there and coming home. Just if you are driving to Knoxville, please take it easy. In time, storms do return. Our next weather maker is Stormy. We'll talk more about that, how it will impact the weekend, coming up in just a few minutes. Tracy?
You sound stoked for some football, Dan Thomas. Hey, let's talk a little more football, shall we? Nashville's Metro Council may vote on a new stadium for the Titans as early as November. That is according to Metro Council member Bob Mendez. We can learn about the Titans proposal during the committee's next meeting in September. The Titans and the mayor's office will be at that meeting with a presentation about the status of their negotiations.
And after nearly a month on the road, Nolensville Little League baseball team is back home, and today people from across the mid-state came out to honor the team with a parade. Check it out. Nolensville had a historic run through the bracket, making it all the way to the U.S. Championship game before falling to the eventual champs Hawaii. But fourth in the world? Hey, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's not too shabby.
Yeah, we talked to some players at their big day. They say they're just soaking it all in.
It's crazy, just surreal getting to meet all these people, meet all the fans, even the international teams. It's just really cool and like an experience you'll never get to have again. I tell everyone just to take it all in because like you're never going to play Little League again, so it's a really cool experience.
Yeah, Jack Rhodes was a beast during that tournament.
Wow, he says like an adult.
Yes, he does. Hey, the players added, it means a lot to see all of the community members who come out to support them, and they could feel their support every single step of the way.
Wow, who knows what that experience is preparing for each one of those young men down the road, right? Okay, tomorrow on WSMV4, leukemia, skin cancer, and multiple surgeries have dealt some heavy blows to a local young man and his family. But despite challenges and setbacks, Michael Mashburn has continued to be an inspiration to others. Tomorrow morning, our Holly Dobson and our surprise squad help celebrate what we call Michael's Day. You can watch the full story at 6 a.m.
Wow.
That is going to be so
amazing.
moving.
Yes. Still ahead, the very latest from the investigation into the FBI search of former President Trump's Mar-a-Lago home, what the DOJ is now accusing Trump and his legal team of doing.
Plus, we're 1 week away from the premiere of our new 3 p.m. newscast. Dan Thomas and I will be kicking things off on Labor Day. We hope you'll check us out. We'll be right back.